Hi again everyone, it's Aleksi from Adventuregrapher here, and in this video we're going to take an in-depth look at Peak Design's 2 duffel bags. As usual, this review is based on multiple months of real-life use and testing, and my goal is to make this review as comprehensive and most of all as honest as possible. The Peak Design duffels come in 2 sizes, the smaller one being 35 liters in capacity and the bigger one being 65 liters. They both come in 2 colors, full black with high pollen details and sage green with brown leather details. The duffels are part of Peak Design's travel line, which means they are also compatible with a wide range of their accessories like packing cubes, accessory pouches and camera cubes. Like most other Peak Design products, they are not only very high quality bags, but they also have many innovative features that no other company offers in one package. That being said, they are still definitely not perfect, and in addition to all the positives, there are also multiple small complaints I have about these bags, so before buying them, I highly recommend watching this video carefully through. These duffels are mostly made of very durable feeling and fully recycled nylon canvas that is also highly weatherproof. The aluminum and leather details give these bags a subtle but nice premium feel. By the way, on the black versions, no leather is used if that's something you're concerned of. The fully taped heavy-duty zippers ensure that the elements are really going to stay outside the bag and away from your gear. The bottom parts of the duffels are also made of reinforced materials, so you don't need to worry too much about wear and tear, no matter on what kind of surface the bag makes contact with. On top of all this, Peak Design offers a full lifetime warranty on its products, so from the quality and reliability standpoint, I really can't complain about anything with these bags. The official name of the bigger bag is Travel Duffelpack 65 liters. Which is actually quite fitting, as this bag really is kind of a hybrid between a duffel and a backpack with multiple different styles to carry it and a huge capacity that is expandable up to 65 liters. The duffel pack is great as a main bag for traveling since you can fit most of your clothes and other stuff inside it, even if you are going for a relatively long trip. Even though it's meant as a check-in size bag, you might also be able to get away with using it as a carry-on if it's not fully packed. What sets this bag apart from the competition is that the duffel pack has a pair of backpack shoulder straps and a proper waist belt, which is something I have never seen in another duffel. The straps and waist belt are nicely wide and padded, so carrying this bag in the backpack mode is actually quite comfortable. Even more than some dedicated backpacks out there. There is also a removable chest strap, and together with the waist belt, they really help distributing the weight of the bag optimally on your hips, which makes a huge difference while carrying lots of heavy stuff in the bag. The shoulder straps also have a pair of sturdy handles for quickly grabbing the bag as a more traditional duffel. These handles make using the chest strap a bit more difficult, and unfortunately the bag is not very well balanced while carrying it by these handles, but I'm still definitely happy that they are there for occasional use. Another innovative feature about these shoulder straps and waist belt is that while you are not using them, they are easily hideable under these magnetic flaps, making the whole bag way cleaner and more streamlined looking. I feel the magnets on these flaps could be a little bit stronger, but this is really just nitpicking. In addition to the handles already mentioned, there are also 4 extra handles, one on each side of the bag. These handles make it very easy to handle, carry, lift and toss the bag in any way imaginable. The side handles are the main ones for carrying the bag in the duffel mode with the backpack straps stowed away. And because the bag is hanging sideways while carrying, it's much more narrow and thus doesn't bump against your legs all the time while walking, like many other duffels with similar size. However, this also means that when you lay it down and want to access your gear, you need to always turn the bag right side up first. That also leads us to the biggest issue I have with the duffel pack, which is the lack of duffel-style single shoulder or sling strap that most other duffels have for casual carrying. There are a ton of attachment points all around the bag, and I have tried attaching Peak Design quick release anchors to them in all kinds of combinations to allow using their camera straps for carrying the bag, but it just doesn't balance properly no matter what I have tried. That being said, these numerous attachment points do work for attaching additional gear to the bag, for example with the included extra straps that are also completely removable if you prefer not to use them. For a duffel, the Duffelpack offers a nice balance between organization and big single volume capacity. Opening the main dual zipper, you gain access to the big main compartment. On default, this compartment is 45 liters in volume, but by opening these two zippers, it expands into a huge 65 liters. This makes it possible to fit a lot of stuff in this bag if needed, or to have it nice and compressed when you are packing less gear. When fully opened, the bag keeps its form nicely thanks to the thin metal rods running along these edges between the outer canvas and the inside lining. This helps making it easy to pack and access your gear. On the inside and on both sides there are mesh pockets that have two sections, big and small ones, to organize smaller items. These can nicely fit, for example, a wallet or a passport while traveling. These pockets, however, don't have external access, so you need to open the main zipper to access them. On the outside there are also side pockets on either side of the bag, but these are just single volumes without any organization compartments. One thing I'm often missing with these duffels is a proper solution for carrying a laptop, which is not really supported. For photographers, the Duffelpack is most useful combined with Peak Design's camera cubes that come in three sizes, the small one being 1 unit in size, medium being 2 units, and a large being 3 units. The Duffelpack can fit up to 4 units, so you can fill it with a small and a large camera cube, or use just a single cube with some leftover room for other stuff. The camera cubes come with a range of dividers, so you can customize the layout according to your specific needs. Each cube can be closed with a zipper and also used as a standalone sling or messenger bag, if you combine them with a strap. I like this feature especially with Peak Design straps because connecting and disconnecting them on the fly is so easy and fast. By the way, make also sure to watch my in-depth review of Peak Design's full camera strap lineup. There is a link to that in the video description. When used inside the Duffelpack, the camera cubes can be attached inside the bag with these small clips, so the cube with your camera gear won't be bouncing around in the bag while you are moving. If you want fast access to your gear, it's possible to fold the flap of the camera cube under the cube, but carrying the pack in this way is a bit risky since your gear will have some space to get out of the cube if the bag is moving a lot. This is of course easily solved by closing the zippers of the camera cube, but then access to your camera gear will be behind two zippers and thus a bit slower. So considering only access to gear, there are definitely many faster alternatives on the market. One of the remaining main features of the Duffelpack are anti-theft solutions on each external zipper. By opening the loop on one of the main compartment zippers, you can feed it through the other one and then close it again to secure the zippers together. This makes it way slower and harder for pickpockets to open the zipper unnoticed. The side pockets can also be locked by feeding the zipper through a hole inside the pocket and then attaching it to a tab on the inside of the bag. To me, this is a bit too cumbersome for me to use it other than if absolutely needed. For even more security, you can of course easily use an actual zipper lock. Additional features of the Duffelpack include, for example, dedicated pocket for owner information card and a loop for Peak Design's capture clip on the waist belt. The capture, by the way, is easily my all-time favorite product from Peak Design, so if you are not familiar with it, do yourself a favor and watch the review video I made about it, because it could be a product that completely changes the way you carry your gear. Again, there's a link to that in the video description. All in all, the Travel Duffelpack 65 liters is one of the best big all-around travel duffels available for photography or almost any other use as well. It's a versatile and multifunctional gear holder, and the stowable backpack straps and waist belt are a true game changer because they allow you to comfortably carry even bigger loads of stuff for longer periods of time in almost any kind of environment. The Duffelpack does a double duty as a real backpack and a duffel at the same time, and it's compatible with a range of Peak Design accessories that I haven't even yet mentioned all. The main weaknesses of the Duffelpack are that it doesn't support a long shoulder strap in duffel carry mode and the lack of reliable fast access to camera gear. Even with these limitations, I think it's a great bag that offers features that no other duffel or backpack does, and at a relatively affordable price comparing to other Peak Design bags and many competing high-quality brands. The smaller bag of the duo is simply called the Travel Duffel 35L. And even though at first glance it seems like the more traditional of the two, it's actually the one I like the most. It's a super sleek, clean and simple looking bag, perfectly sized for versatile daily use, and it has more carrying styles and features than you would think looking at it. It's carry-on size and works very well as a main bag for weekend traveling, as a day bag, or as a companion to a bigger backpack. Before we take a more detailed look at the features, please scroll down a bit and hit that subscribe button and notification bell under the video if you'd like to see more of my reviews in the future as well. The quality, materials and weather sealing of the smaller travel duffel are the same as with the bigger duffel pack. It's built in such a way that it keeps its shape very well even while it's empty. The same high-quality pickpocket-protected zippers give access to a good-size 35-liter main compartment. Inside there are also 2 mesh pockets, and on the outside actually 4 more pockets, 2 on each side. The lower side pockets are single volume, but the top ones actually have multiple organization compartments, which is something I really like. These are fast to access and can perfectly hold a wallet, headphones or a smartphone. Moreover, these are pretty safe to store your valuable stuff in because they can also be locked by feeding the zipper through the hole inside the pocket and attaching it to a tab on the inside of the bag. I use the Travel Duffel as a gym bag or sports bag pretty often, so this feature has been something I use a lot, even though the locking method is a bit cumbersome. The best feature of this duffel, however, is the almost limitless feeling number of ways to customize, carry and handle it. First of all, it has a nice, long and padded shoulder strap that is missing from the bigger duffel pack. The strap is completely removable and there are multiple attachment points for it that actually work and allow you to configure it the way you prefer. Additionally, there are 2 fully removable and easily attachable top handles that have magnets, so when the duffel is laying on the ground, the handles stay together for quick grabbing. Again, I wish these magnets were even a bit stronger to lock the handles together also while carrying it, but that's one of the only small details on this bag that I can see could be improved on. The ingenious thing about these handles is that by simply moving the topmost ends of them to different attachment points, they can also double as backpack straps. There is no waist belt and these straps are not nearly as comfortable as proper backpack straps, but for some situations this carrying mode is still the best one since it leaves your hands completely free, the bag stays out of your way in tight spaces, and it won't bounce against you while running and so on. Of course, just for the sake of being overkill, on top of all these carrying straps and handles, there are 2 more additional sturdy handles on both bottom ends of the bag to further aid with the handling of the bag. The Travel Duffel is also perfectly compatible with Peak Design's packing tools like the camera cubes introduced earlier. It can fit up to 3 units, so a full-sized camera cube fills it completely. However, I really like to use it with the small camera cube to securely carry my camera with a standard zoom lens along my other items. Other packing tools that are supported include the packing cubes that make it possible to organize, divide and compress clothes inside the bag. Each packing cube has an internal divider, so you can, for example, separate clean and dirty clothes. The small packing cube is listed at 1 unit in size and the medium one is 2 units. This means that the small camera cube and a medium packing cube fit in the duffel perfectly, usually with some room to spare on top and next to the packing cube. This space can be used to fit, for example, the wash or tech pouches that are easily my favorite organization pouches for toiletries and tech items like chargers, cables and hard drives. I might do a separate video on these accessory pouches in the future and link them under this video as well. To sum it up, the Travel Duffel 35 liters is, in my opinion, almost a perfect middle-sized duffel for versatile daily use or to complement a bigger bag as a sidekick. It has great organization capabilities, even though, like the bigger Duffelpack, it also lacks a way to store a laptop. Considering the quality, features and looks, I think the price of the bag is also quite fair, at least compared to other high-end alternatives. So if you are still wondering, yes, I do really recommend this duffel. The bigger Duffelpack is also something I can recommend if you are fine with the small limitations it has. In the end, as a hybrid duffel and a backpack, there's really nothing else out there that could match it. If you still have any questions about these duffels, feel free to drop a comment below and I will try to help you the best I can. Also, if you consider buying either one of these duffels, there are product links under this video. Ja jos sä satut olemaan Suomesta, niin tämän videon alla on alennuslinkki kameraliike.fi verkkokauppaan, josta saat alennuskoodia Adventure käyttämällä alennuksen kaikista Peak Designin tuotteista. Thank you very much for watching this video and again, consider subscribing to the channel if you enjoy this kind of reviews. See you in the next one.